Welcome back to Health Path, your trusted source for aging well. I'm Dr. Michael Jensen, and today we're diving into a nutrient you've probably heard of, but might not realize how essential it is, especially after age 60. Vitamin B12 isn't just another vitamin. It acts like a communication link between your brain and your body. When your body can't absorb it properly, those signals get lost, and that shows up in subtle ways. Your feet feel like they're asleep, or heavy like bricks. You miss a step, walking down the stairs. You feel mentally foggy, even after a full night's rest. You hesitate when standing up or walking into a room. Sound familiar? Here's the core issue. As we get older, the stomach produces less of a protein called intrinsic factor, and you need this protein to absorb B12 from food. If you're also taking medications like metformin or acid blockers, absorption drops even more. The result? Your nerve function begins to decline, your balance feels off, and what looks like normal aging could really be a nutritional slowdown. In today's video, we'll explore 3 common reasons why seniors become deficient in B12, even with a healthy diet. 3 simple food-based solutions to restore your levels. No complicated supplements required. And the true story of one of my patients, Don, a retired city bus driver from Ohio, who thought he was simply losing his step, until we discovered the real reason. This video isn't about fear, it's about clarity. Because when your nerves are firing properly, your muscles respond faster, your mind stays sharper, and you walk with more confidence, indoors or outdoors. Let's start this journey together, because sometimes the solution isn't new shoes or more exercise. It's giving your nerves the fuel they need to work right again. Meet Don. Don is 68 years old. He drove a bus in Columbus, Ohio for over 30 years. Tall, steady, never called in sick once. He always thought of himself as strong and dependable. But last year, things started changing, quietly. At first, he noticed it while walking his dog. "It's like my legs don't wake up with me," he told me. Some mornings, his legs felt numb. Other days, they didn't respond fast enough. Stairs became difficult. He stumbled once while stepping off the curb. That moment frightened him more than he let on. He blamed arthritis at first, bought new orthopedic shoes. But the strange sensations didn't go away, so he finally came in for a checkup. What we found wasn't arthritis. It wasn't even muscle loss. It was a vitamin B12 deficiency. But here's the catch. Don wasn't eating poorly. He wasn't vegetarian. He ate meat and eggs regularly. The real issue: his stomach had stopped absorbing B12 the way it used to. Reason number 1, less intrinsic factor after age 60. This brings us to the first major reason many older adults become B12 deficient, even with a decent diet. As you age, your stomach often produces less intrinsic factor, the protein needed to absorb B12 from food. Sometimes the reduction is dramatic. So even if you're eating eggs, beef, or dairy, your body may not extract the B12 inside. And B12 isn't optional. It's critical for your nervous system. Think of it as the insulation on electrical wires. Without it, nerve signals slow down or get lost, especially between your brain and your legs. That's what was happening to Don. His legs weren't weak, they were confused. His brain was sending signals, but the messages weren't arriving on time. It's like the post office is ready, but the mail truck, B12, never shows up. The good news? Once we found the problem, we made a few changes. We adjusted Don's diet and gave him a simple oral B12 spray. No injections, no prescriptions. Within 3 weeks, he noticed the difference. Steadier walking, quicker reflexes, more confidence. This wasn't magic. It was biology. And a reminder that what we blame on aging might actually be a missing nutrient. Reason number 2, common medications that deplete B12. Now, let's talk about the second hidden cause of B12 deficiency, something sitting quietly in millions of American homes: medications. Specifically, 2 common ones: acid reducers like omeprazole or lansoprazole, often used for acid reflux or GERD metformin. First-line drug for type 2 diabetes. Both are effective and widely prescribed, but both can block your ability to absorb B12. Here's how. Acid reducers lower stomach acid. That might sound like a good thing if you have heartburn. But B12 needs acid to be released from food and absorbed in the gut. Without enough acid, B12 passes through unused metformin. While excellent for controlling blood sugar, can disrupt the gut lining and interfere with B12 absorption in the small intestine, especially with long-term use. Now, I'm not telling you to stop taking these meds. They're important. But what most patients aren't told is that these useful drugs can quietly drain your B12 levels over time. Symptoms that look like aging, numb feet, shaky balance, fatigue, brain fog, might actually be signs of a deficiency. If you're on long-term acid blockers or metformin and notice these issues, ask for a simple B12 blood test. It's fast and could reveal more than you think. Once identified, B12 deficiency is easy to fix with food, oral sprays, or short-term supplements. As I tell my patients, medication helps one thing but might rob another. Just make sure you're watching for both. Reason number 3, healthy eating but missing the mark. Now, here's the third common cause I see, and it surprises a lot of people. Let me ask you, have you recently tried to eat better? More salads, more plant-based meals, maybe cutting back on red meat? If so, good for you. That's great for your heart, digestion, and weight. But here's the catch. Vitamin B12 only occurs naturally in animal products: meat, fish, dairy, eggs. Plants do not produce B12. So if you're mostly eating plant-based meals, even with good intentions, you might be quietly draining your B12 stores. Many of my patients feel great after switching to cleaner eating. But a few months in, they notice sluggish legs, mental fog, trouble focusing, a feeling of imbalance even when not dizzy. That's because the body stores B12, but only for a while. Eventually, those reserves run low. What about fortified plant foods? Supplements, they can help, but only if you're intentional. Some plant milks and cereals have added B12, but not all. Labels can be confusing. That's why I recommend knowing your sources, using a low-dose oral spray or sublingual B12 tablet daily, especially if you eat little or no animal products. These are affordable, safe, and bypass the gut, allowing direct absorption. Think of B12 like a spark plug. You don't need much, but without it, the whole engine slows down. Now for solutions. Start with food. Let's get practical. Here are 3 top B12-rich foods that are easy to digest and absorb, especially for seniors: eggs, scrambled, boiled, or poached. 1 large egg has about 0.6 micrograms of B12, mostly in the yolk, so don't skip it. 2 eggs at breakfast, 25% of your daily B12 needs. Sardines. Just 3.5 ounces of sardines offer about 8 micrograms of B12, plus omega-3s and calcium. Great for inflammation, nerves, and circulation. Shelf-stable, affordable, easy to add to salads or crackers. Beef liver, occasionally. Not everyone loves it, but a small portion, 3 ounces, contains over 70 micrograms of B12. That's 10x your daily need. Great for rebuilding levels fast. If the taste bothers you, blend a spoonful into ground beef or stew. A sample meal plan: breakfast, 2 eggs with sautéed spinach. Lunch, sardine salad with olive oil and mixed greens. Dinner, ground beef with a tablespoon of blended liver, served with broccoli and brown rice. Simple, satisfying, and senior-friendly. Quick note, don't overcook. B12 is heat-sensitive. Light steaming or moderate baking helps preserve it. And always pair these foods with healthy fats like olive oil to boost vitamin absorption. Final thoughts. Many seniors are told to just take a supplement. And sometimes, yes, that's necessary. But your first and best medicine is your fork. Start small. Add 1 B12-rich food per day. Over time, your energy may lift, your balance may return, and your brain may feel sharper again. Up next, I'll show you a second natural solution. one that improves absorption, not just intake. Because eating B12 is one thing, using it is another. Stay tuned.